What's up guys, Greg here with LensProToGo and welcome back to the channel. Today we have another lighting breakdown from a recent music video shoot that I did. This is the second of 3 videos that we're going to be putting out. The shot we're going to look at today is right behind me on the computer. So without further ado, let's hop in and start the breakdown. So before we get into the breakdown, let's just run through our camera setup. We shot on the Arri Alexa Mini. We shot in 4K UHD. Our white balance was 4300 Kelvin to keep that cool blue light coming from the Hive that was outside the window. Our ISO was 800 to get the best dynamic range using this camera. We shot at a T2.8, which is wide open on the Angenieux Optimo style 30 to 76. The focal length ranges between 30 and 76. We were kind of floating on it as the performance happened. And then we had no other filters, no NDs, and no special effects filters on this camera. The rest of the camera settings will be in the description if you want to see the rest of them down below. Now let's take a quick step back and see a behind the scenes shot. So we have our camera set up right here. This is Kyle with the Easyrig with the Alexa Mini on it. We have our Flanders scientific monitor that we're monitoring off of. We have our light over here, a silk, black floppy, and then we have a light outside. I'll get into all those more in a moment, but I just want to give you this little behind the scenes, which we'll be jumping back to so I can show you where we're setting this up and what each light is doing. Let's jump in to see how it looks with all of the lights off. So you can see we have a few practicals from buildings on the other side because we are shooting through the windows. You can kind of see the frames right here. And then our subject, you can see a little bit of an outline. It's pretty dark, but he's roughly in this area. Now the first light that we have on, which we actually just left on from the previous shot, is the Hive Wasp, which is outside the window. That light is coming in and giving us our moonlight look or our street light, and it's giving us these rays of light because we have haze in the room giving us atmosphere, and it has a really cool effect. You can definitely see it a lot in the first shot that I showed you. And we actually even kept it in there without turning on the other light just to give us this nice silhouette of our subject as we enter into this scene. This light, to give us that cool blue look, is set to 6000 Kelvin. The next light that we're going to add in is our key light for our talent. This is just coming off of screen right and coming over, giving us some really nice wrapping light and also these awesome eye lights to really bring this shot to life. Going back to this behind the scenes shot, you can see that light set up right over here. This is a 1x1 panel. You can also get it from Westcott. They have a bicolor version, which I usually like to have because then you can change it depending on what color temperature you need. This is just a daylight light panels 1x1 panel. It's shooting through a 4x4 silk. Let me actually change the angle here. This is a little bit better. So you can see that 4x4 silk right here. And then to the right of it, we have a 4x floppy. So this is just dropping down. This is just a black solid fabric, knocking all of the light off this back wall so we can keep it underexposed compared to our talent. And then again, we have our Hive Wasp over here, and that's just placed on this roof, boomed up about 15 feet so we can get this angle coming in through the window. So let's go through each of these one by one. Here it is with no lights on, just the ambient light and the practicals that were on the buildings. Then we have the Hive Plasma Par, which is giving us some nice atmosphere because of the fog and haze that we have in there, as well as a rim light and a nice silhouette of our talent. And then lastly, we have the 1x1 panel coming in through that 4x silk, giving us that nice wrapping light and those awesome eye lights. And that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed this lighting breakdown, and if you did and you want to see more of them, definitely go check out the other videos on our channel. I'll leave a link at the end of this one with a playlist of all of our lighting breakdowns if you just want to run through all of them. Don't forget to stick around for Thursday when we release the final video of this music video, which was easily my favorite setup. So subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one.